Yeah. Mary, I've been thinking. Can we move the Japanese ambassador to 4 o'clock tomorrow?
Certainly, sir.
Terrific. Thanks so much.
Hugh Grant, Love Actually.
Yeah.
That's a classic, I would say.
Oh,
it's become a cult classic.
2003. We're not going to rank these at all. I just have 5 picks for Christmas movies. Love Actually leads the way. It is a sprawling story, lots of characters. It is admittedly overly sentimental at times, but it is generally sweet and funny. There are also some rather poignant moments when you think of Laura Linney's story with her brother, Liam Neeson, what he was going through as a widower, and the Alan Rickman-Emma Thompson marriage issues. And then there's some madcap stuff, but it really just celebrates that warm and fuzzy feeling that you get at Christmas, right? And like, look at this who's who of cast members.
It gives you all the feels.
That's right, all the feels. Moving along, 1990s Home Alone.
Oh, this is so good too.
This earned Macaulay Culkin, who became an overnight sensation, a Golden Globe nomination. And it was written by John Hughes. And it's Kevin McAllister. He's mistakenly left behind when his family flies to Paris for their Christmas vacation. Also featured Joe Pesci, Daniel Stern, John Hurd, Catherine O'Hara, and the late, great John Candy. Some of the physical gags haven't aged that well, but it's got so much inventive storytelling and so many great lines, right? Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Kevin!
Kevin! Okay, 1998, Die Hard. Let's settle this once and for all. It is a Christmas movie. Fox gave it to Bruce Willis, who was then known as a comedic television actor, but this solidified him as an action star, and it starred Alan Rickman, of course, as the villain here, and it's about a terrorist heist of a skyscraper in L.A. on Christmas Eve. It is set at Christmas Eve. It takes place during a Christmas party. There are Christmas songs throughout it, and there are numerous Christmas references from characters, so I don't see where the debate is. It's a Christmas movie.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
It also has become one of the finest action films of all time. In 2017, it was also added to the United States National Film Registry for preservation.
Okay, that might be a bit much.
No, it's
It might be a bit much for that one.
Okay, my classic pick, I know there are so many to choose from. The Dykow household always watches 1945's Christmas in Connecticut, an utter classic with Barbara Stanwyck, Dennis Morgan, and Sydney Greenstreet. She's a newspaper columnist who pretends to be a farm wife and then falls in love with one of her fans. But for 1945, it's about a strong, independent woman, so it's very empowering, very ahead of its time, and it's got one of the best scripts of any of these Christmas movies. It's full of romance, great comedy, and it's aged so well. You know, you could put this up there with Miracle on 34th Street, It's a Wonderful Life, but I always go to this one because Stanwyck is so good in the movie and the writing is so sharp.
It's good to have a Christmas go-to.
Yes, exactly. Okay, and my wild card for this year, if you really want to switch it up, you might want to go into the horror fantasy kind of genre.
What are you doing here?
Here's a look.
That's a good girl.
So, when Mom and Dad are in bed, you fire this one up at midnight. It came out in 2015. Look at the cast, though. David Koechner, Toni Collette, Adam Scott, Allison Tolman. It's a creature feature with a holiday message. And at its core, it's all about remembering that spirit of giving and family time. And we can get lost in the shuffle with a lot of shopping and get our priorities all mixed up during the holidays. This one actually has a sweet message at its center. And it's got some great horror gags in it as well. So
good little variety there
5 to choose from.
as we get set for the holidays.
Yes, indeed.